What's up, everybody? Please bear with me on this video, because what I'm going to say, I think, is probably the most important thing for my own life. I think it can help you. I've been experiencing this depression inside. I've been beating myself up. It's not the depression where I can't get out of bed in the morning, but it's more the depression of you're no good, you're failing, you're fucking up. I don't like who I am this last couple days, weeks, whatever. It's not an all the time thing either. It's more of just like this negative self-talk. And I hate that. I can't have that in my life if I want to be successful. Now, we all have a path, a road we're walking in life. It says something like this in the Bible. It said, the path to heaven is very narrow, and the path to hell, to destruction, is very wide. Many people go down this. You don't have to be a Christian. You can be an atheist, but that has truth in that verse. And I believe firmly that I experience this depression, this anger at myself when I step off of this path. Whenever I go off, I experience some sort of cognitive dissonance. And cognitive dissonance is an inconsistency in your thoughts. It's the analogy of the angel on one side, the devil on the other side. And there's consequences for when we follow either one of those. I'm telling you guys, if there's this pain in your life, if you're beating yourself up, it's because you're going off track. And it's very easy to do. See, a lot of us have been raised with this code. Alright, we know the correct way to live. We know how we should live. Maybe it's been downloaded into us from our parents or from our teachers, our friends, how we treat others, how we conduct our lives, how we live on a day-to-day basis. And as we get older, part of that becomes our own. We get into our own frame. We develop our own habits. For me now, I want to have a healthy body. I want to go to bed on time so that I can get up early and do work. I want to eat the right food so that I can be overflowing with energy. I don't have room to go out and get drunk and get wasted and to get a random girl pregnant from not using a condom and to eat junk food and to wake up late during the day. That would throw me off. That would put me off my path. So I believe that it starts with knowing your path first. Alexander Hamilton and Malcolm X have a quote very similar. It says something like this: if a man will stand for nothing, he'll fall for anything. So it begins by knowing your code. And by all means, if your path is fuck bitches, get money, going out, getting drunk with the boys, waking up late, smoking weed, partying, then live that, grip that, hold on to it, walk that walk. That's your path. That's the wide path. It feels good, it's simple, right? But for many of us, we know the way that we want to live. We know the men that we want to become, the dreams that we have, where we're going in life. And I ask you guys to take a fine look at how you may be diverging from this path. I was having a thought the other day in the car. I was thinking about honor. No one talks about honor anymore, right? It's not a popular thing to talk about honor among your friends or whatever, any kind of life. And I'm on my phone in the car. I get a text message. And I'm reading the text, looking at the road, thinking, okay, I'm going to respond back. There's no cars around me. I'll be completely fine. But something in me tells me, Elisha, it's not right to text. You're putting yourself in danger. You're putting other people at danger. It's against the law. But then I'm going to text anyways. My consciousness tells me, Elisha, do not do this. But I continue to do it. Usually. I stop now, because how could I when I know what my consciousness is telling me? And as I'm texting, I realize that I have watered down my consciousness so much that I no longer think about the small things. They seem so insignificant, but am I losing honor? Am I experiencing some kind of cognitive dissonance by not obeying my gut? I think it's very important that on this walk, as we become men of honor, what does this mean? Men who follow our guts, who stay on the path even when everyone around us is walking outside of it. They're walking the wide path and it's easy. It looks fun. But imagine how much more sound we are when we walk this, guys. When we stick to our guns. When we listen to our gut. God, I need to be better at that. Because so many times I tell myself I shouldn't be going out and doing this. I should stay at home and maybe do this a little longer, or practice a guitar, or read some more of that book before I do anything else. But then I get up and I leap after that pleasure, that stimulus. I don't obey my gut. I water it down. So guys, join me. There's something I want to say here. I'm forgetting. I'm going to come back to you with it. I wanted to look at a couple other ways that we may get off the path. And I think one huge one is addiction. And this is a scary one because an addiction makes you feel normal. After a certain time of being stimulated by it, getting high, whatever it may be, nicotine, we have this craving because we feel normal. When we have it, I'm relieved. But we know the whole time that it's not good for us. We have this cognitive dissonance. It's scary with drugs, guys, because it becomes our habit. It becomes, I need this to feel normal. But I hate myself for doing it. Fuck! It's not a fun place to be. Like I said, texting. So something so simple, but while I'm driving, I want to be an honorable man, so I cannot do that. Right? Because I can't change the code in my head that says it's okay to text and drive. What other things are you doing in your life that seem that you're just letting go slip by, you're just doing without any second thought? But now that you realize that the path is narrow, and every time we step out, we discover this depression, this feeling down inside. We're angry at ourselves. Take a fine look, my friends. Get out your microscopes. Life is beautiful. I'll see you soon.